Welcome to the Mole Confidential Season 3, Episode 3.
All right, we're back in Mole Confidential. You guys have just last Friday watched our previous episode, so now we're going to talk a little bit about it and answer some of the questions that you guys have had. But quickly, we have Alicia, Giz, Ross, Dee, Wolf, Kama, Extra, and Piper, and myself. So we've got a pretty full group of crew here today, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this episode of Mole Confidential. So first up, one of the questions that was quite popular previously was, how do I do the white, red, and green screen? And Piper, I think you have an answer for that.
It's magic.
Correct. But if you want to know the specifics to the magic, I use World Edit. So what I do before the episode gets to this point is I come up here and I click the top left corner. And then I get the bottom right corner. Now, I edit out when I type these commands. But first, I'll show you how I change it to white. So there you can see the screen is white. So, Dee, would you like to step up onto the place and we'll enter your name into the computer?
Oh, Dee.
Wait, no, I need to bring my torch. What do I do?
All right, so now what I would do is I would pause here a little while to try to, cause the player to be a little nervous. You are safe.
Yay!
Dee is safe. Oh, good
Yay.
job, Dee. I'm proud of you.
Then what I would do is wait for the player to get back on their spot. And I would set it back to white. And next, Ross. And then for that sad player who is eliminated, I'm sorry, Ross.
Oh, no.
You have been eliminated. You are the mole's next victim.
Oh.
Now, I believe he's in GM, so he's probably not going to die.
Hi, Ross.
But you might want to go ahead, Ross. Yeah. So this is an updated plugin, so it does not. I customized the messages so it would say, the player has died, a victim of the mole, because I thought that would add a little bit of, more ambiance to the game. So that's the magic of the wall, and a little extra for you. So next up, Piper has a subject.
Yes, I just wanted to say that we love reading all your conspiracy theories in the comments, which is really funny, and I get a good laugh after for reading them. And also thank you all for voting and everything. I think we've had a lot more people vote this year. I don't know.
Yes, there have been quite a few more votes.
Cool. We love seeing how you're enjoying them all. It's really good.
Okay, Wolf.
So another popular question that gets asked quite frequently is the mole allowed to make him or herself lose the quiz on purpose? And yeah, sure. The mole can answer however he wants to on the quiz, he or she. It just doesn't matter what the mole answers. The mole will never be eliminated because he or she is the mole.
No.
The mole has to take the quiz for show, just so the players, think that this person is taking the quiz also. You wouldn't want to have one person look like they're not doing anything, and it would be kind of obvious. But yeah, so I think most of the moles throughout the seasons have all tried to take the quiz and get everything right, because some of the questions may or may not be answerable until the challenge plays out, like who did something first, how many blanks did the mole do. So even the mole may not know. But generally our moles are very perceptive and actually do very well on the quiz, but it just doesn't matter. All right, so we are back here at Challenge 5, Diving for Diamonds. Now this was Giz's creation, so I'll let Giz take it away.
Yeah, so last week we kind of mentioned that I had an ongoing list of challenges from the actual mole show itself, and one of the challenges involved a kind of underwater thing where players had to dive underwater and pick up weights and stuff. So obviously there's no weights in Minecraft, and obviously we want to be a bit different, but I wanted to do something that involved water, so this is the idea that I came up with. I think Danny helped me build it as well. I'm not sure. Wolf, do you help me build this one as well?
Nope. Just
I know
in.
Danny did for sure though. So we kind of just started with separate areas. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 separate areas, yeah. And obviously each one is harder. So we start with the easy, the noob one, the easy, the medium, the hard, and obviously the impossible.
I'm just going to dive down in these so you can just kind of see from the difficulty. So you can see there was quite a bit of ways down, and of course I'm in GM so I can fly out very quickly. But the players definitely struggled with this. And you can see here they get much tougher with all the obstacles. There are some pockets that are here. You can see that chest was quite hidden. Now originally we weren't going to allow them to have the other player, be able to go down and pick up the diamonds if the player died. But we felt these were hard enough that we could allow that. So maybe getting a peek here will give you guys some more help on trying to determine if any players acted molish or were molish. Now, one last thing about this challenge. When we came to the editing, if you'll notice when you watch the video, that when the players would walk up to the chest to put the diamonds in, as they did each attempt, Piper was looking at the chest and recording. So what I did on the video is I took her screenshot, or her video, and put it in the top corner, but I cropped out everything except for the inventory screen. So it looks almost like I have a little special inventory screen up in the top right. That is Piper's recording. So it came out pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Piper didn't see it. Piper hasn't watched them all yet. Can you believe that?
I'm doing it now.
Is you now while recording more confidential? What?
So unprofessional.
That shows dedication.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so here we are on challenge number 6, Confessions. Now, this was Danny's challenge. He built this, but he's not here right now. He may pop in at some point. So first, you can see this challenge was basically a church, and this is kind of like the cemetery next to the church. The green things you see throughout, those are portals. I basically had gateways for the players to make it to all the challenges, and I would break a block so the portal would be destroyed, so that players couldn't come back to a challenge once it was over. But let's take a look at the graveyard. So here we can see some of the first players that were eliminated before this challenge were shown here. This was the secret message from the mole. And then, of course, kind of the graves, and a salute to our previous moles from seasons 1 and 2. So I don't know if you guys have anything you want to say about building this challenge. Since Danny built it and he's not here, we can't really get his feedback.
Danny has a spelling mistake on my gravestone.
I know Danny started to build it, but then he kind of changed it.
I remember I forget what he did initially, but I wanted to have it where you can see D is standing where I would be. I wanted to have it where I could be there and I could see the players. And he had, I forget the way he built it originally, but it was like separate rooms or something. And I wanted it to be more everybody here together. But I also wanted to make sure that when you are in one of these spots, you can't see or read the signs of the other players, because we didn't want people to be able to be revealed, like when it said, who do you think will be eliminated next, or who do you dislike, or however it was worded. We didn't want people to know who actually voted which way. We had some questions in this confession challenge that could cause a little drama or a little angst between the players, and that's kind of what we wanted.
Yeah, I think this one was also based on one of the TV ones. I think season
Yeah.
2.
I think this was one that Buzz wanted to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like challenges that stress people out or maybe cause a little mental. That's one reason why I like when you see games I create, like Don't Be Last, The Hunted, and things. I like things that put the players under stress. The challenges throughout the season pretty much will do that anyway. So I wanted to have something in this season that, like the Long and Winding Road, can cause a little bit of drama amongst players. But I wanted it to be something that happened early on, and I really wanted to have that last question about who people don't like the most, because that would put drama on that person, to be like, why did they not like me? But on the flip side, that person would then get offered an exemption. So, I enjoyed the aspects of that, the mental aspects, and just the way that worked out. I thought it turned out really well. But Danny did a great job building this.
Yeah, there's even a church bell up here and a steeple. That's really cool.
Oh, I never saw this. Oh, that's cool.
All right, so here we are with a sneak peek of a challenge coming up in our next episode. What could it be? You'll have to wait and find out. All right, so here we are in our third victim of the mole, Dunstan's room. We can see a little message here. The bearded lady fooled almost all, but you didn't fool me, so down you fall. Love, the mole.
Is that supposed to be the mouth and the beard? I never got that before.
I did. That's quite creative.
So sadly, Dunstan was the next to fall, and coming up this Friday, you'll find out who's next. All right, so next up, we're going to talk about who you guys currently think is the mole. You guys currently think Timon is the mole.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right or wrong, you're going to have to wait and see as Giz breaks the mansion.
Sorry.
And lastly, the segment that you guys have all been waiting for. Take it away, Giz.
The mole comment of the week.
The laughing edition. All right, our mole comment of the week comes from Captain Zahner, and here she says,
Mario's words. That was scarier than Slender. It must be really terrifying to be in the elimination room. Now there are 8, it will be much, much terrifying.
and there you have it.
Love it.
Well, that does it for episode 3 of Mole Confidential. Look for the next episode of The Mole this Friday and to see who the next eliminated player is, and one step closer to figuring out who is the mole. So if you guys want to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.